Hey y'all. Um, so I just got finished making a video about, not being in your feelings about certain things for protection. Um, so I kind of wanted to follow up on that because I didn't really get out everything, so I'm making the part two. And the reason why I couldn't get out everything is because there's too much to explain in one video, and I don't want to make it like a 30-minute video because um, I want to like stay to the point and not ramble off because I want to keep the focus. So that's why I'm just making a part two, because I went and gathered more thoughts and then come back. So actually right now I can't even do part two. I gotta go do this reading real quick, but I'll be right back. Right back. Okay, hi y'all, I'm back, sorry. Okay, so having less empathy and having less compassion for certain people is a protection, because you're protecting yourself from those feelings and from having those feelings in the future. I'm sorry, I had to do another cough drop. And especially when you're a tarot reader and you read people's cards and you hear about all their situations and all their problems and issues, you can't become wrapped up or empathize, sympathize, or be compassionate towards all the bad things that are happening to them, because then your energy is being siphoned, your vibration is being lowered, and you're supposed to be helping them, or you're supposed to be, doing the cards for them. And now you're sitting up here saying, oh my God, I can't believe this. It's just so sad. And I really feel bad for you. And maybe you should, now you're emotionally pouring out and feeling, similar to them. And you're supposed to be reading the cards and making them, feel better. Or giving them the truth, about what the cards say. So I think a lot of the readers are so used to this that they have learned, and it's become like a second nature to not feel anything when these cards come up, as far as sympathizing and empathizing, because it clouds your judgment, first of all, and also affects the person that you're reading, because now they feel that the situation is worse now that you are involved in crying and sympathizing, empathizing with them. Now it's like double. So, and also when people go to psychiatrists or therapists, the therapist or the psychiatrist, they don't sit there and empathize with them. They offer solutions. They offer ways to cope or deal. They never sit there and, oh, it's gonna be okay, I feel your pain and blah 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 blah. They don't do that, because it doesn't help anything. That's why. And they hear so much crap day in and day out, they don't want to bring that into their lives anyway. It's sort of like, when I was a mortician and I would go to funerals every day, I could not empathize with all those people and cry and feel their sadness and mourning, because I didn't know the person that had died. And it would be silly for me to sit there and be sad and cry and feel all these feelings and bring mourning and sadness and anger and grief into my life when I'm not trying to attract that. Just by working around it, it doesn't mean you attract it. It means that you are present, you are aware of it, but it does not affect you because you're not vibrating on that frequency of losing someone, of grieving someone, or feeling sad or lonely, or like you lost something. You're not feeling that because you're actually working. So if you think about it like that, the next time a friend tries to drag you in and make you feel sorry for her and sit you down and just like, oh, just sit with me and wallow in my misery. Get up and say, you know what, I'm not gonna do that, you know, because I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be like you or feel like you. You need to get up and go do something else and focus on something else and how to fix it, or focus on something you do feel good about and happy about, because I'm not gonna sit here in a pity party with you because it's affecting me. You know, I don't want to attract that to me. And a lot of people think I'm rude, like in person, because I like whenever I'll overhear somebody talking about something. Oh, it's so sad. This happened and this happened, and everybody's all like drawn in and like, oh my God, are you serious? That's so good. That's so bad. It's so terrible. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there like this on my phone, just like, what? My mom even says I'm very desensitized, and I'm like, no, I'm not desensitized. I just don't feed into it. It doesn't benefit me in any way for me to sit there and feel someone else's pain that's not my own. Why would I do that? It's just being there for that person and sitting there and not letting them know that you care. And I'm like, they know I care. They know I care. I'm just not going to sit there and do, well, what about your child? What if your child is feeling sad and she needs her mother to nurture her and blah, 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 blah. I was like, I do nurture my children, but I teach them how to be strong and not sit and wallow in their misery. I say, well, get up and go do something about it. Fix it. Because there's nothing you can do sitting there. You know, I'm not going to sit here and make you feel like it's okay to feel sorry for yourself, because it's not. I'm going to say, you know what? I love you. You're going to get through this. Let me teach you how. And that's more parenting and loving and helping your child than sitting there holding them while they cry and scream and make you feel bad, cry and scream with them, because now y'all both feel helpless. You know, y'all could be using that same energy, that same time, figuring out how to solve the issue or get past the issue or find a better alternative to whatever has made the person sad, you know. So, like bullies, a lot of people get bullied online, offline, and bullies are a good example of how people will try to steal your energy, okay? It's nothing to do with the fact that they don't like you or they want to cause trouble in your life. It's that they're trying to steal energy and attention. And the best way to do that is to cause someone else to vibrate on a lower frequency. And if you're vibrating on a lower frequency and they don't like you, it's going to make them vibrate on a higher energy and feel better about themselves, because they're going to be laughing at you. They're going to be like, ah, look how she's acting. She's sad. Look, I affect her this way. And they're getting a benefit out of it. They're getting joy. They're getting laughter. They're getting entertained out of it. And the other person's just really in their emotions and feeling bad and vibrating on a lower level. If you ever notice, the most picked on people and the most, you know, oppressed people in an area or in a school or wherever, over years and years and years and years and years and years and years, they will have the best comeback lines, and they will have the best reactions to, you know, whatever bullies have to bring to them. And the bullies will not mess with them anymore after they, you know, get told. Because when it becomes a cultural or a lifestyle thing to what I call slave people, or put them in their place. When it becomes a talent in your culture to be able to do this, it's because people have been putting stuff against you for so long that now you find joy in responding. A lot of gay people, homosexual people, they have to always be on the defense, and they always have a quick comeback, or a slay is what I call it. You know, so that's their arsenal. They have a bag just sitting there waiting, full of responses to whatever you have to bring to them. And when they slay you, they get all that energy back plus yours, because their whatever they just said to you was way worse than what you ever did to them, because they've been saving up and practicing. It's like you are the joke and they bring the punchline and they get the laugh. So they're not letting you bring them down. They've already been there and done that, and they got up and they figured out a way to make themselves look good while they're doing it. Take your energy, the energy you tried to take from them, back and make you look stupid now. So the thing is, you can't get into your emotions because they're temporary, and they're only there for a second to let you know that something's not right. You know, something's not right. It's just like a pain. So if you got a pain in your body, you know something's not right, you're going to go check it out. If you have an emotional pain, you know something's not right, you're going to fix it. You don't sit there and say, oh, my back hurts. My back hurts. Never go to the doctor, never take a pain pill, never get x-rays, but you're going to sit there and say, my back hurts, and not do anything about it. Doesn't make any sense. I know some people have chronic pain and they can't help that, but they don't focus on that. Their focus is on something else, and so they don't really feel it anymore because they're not focusing on it. And if they do feel it, they're not focusing on it so much that it becomes worse pain just by thinking about it, you know. So the whole point of everything is, don't get stuck in emotions because they're temporary. Okay, and they do have a way to bring you down. Okay, energy, motion, energy and motion. You are putting all this energy and motion in the universe to attract exactly the way you're feeling. Okay, so don't have pity parties with people. Go get a drink, have fun parties, turn on the music. You know, make them forget about it. Be that person that says, you know what, I'm not gonna sit here and empathize with you. It's not that I don't care, it's just not gonna do any good. So get up, let's go take a drive, let's go to the movies, let's go shopping, let's go do something. But get up. Okay, a lot of people want people to empathize with them and sit there and go boo hoo hoo hoo, and I'm just not the type. I can't do it. You know, it makes me uncomfortable, because that energy, it makes me uncomfortable. Okay, it's like that. I don't want that around me. Whenever my kids start to act like that and whine and nag and cry, I'm like, you gotta go over there. When you stop crying, come back. And then they come back, and, okay, mommy. I say, okay, let's go get some ice cream, let's go do this, let's go do that. But if they're hurt, like if they're truly hurt, I will sit there and I will hug them and I will say, I love you. And it happens to everybody. It's a part of growing up, and you'll get over it, and you'll laugh in 2 days about this, and it's done, you know. So I hope this helps people, because I know the holidays is coming. Y'all got to be around family, people y'all don't probably get along with. You have, you know, work and all this stuff, and the holidays are already draining as it is. If you pile emotional drainage on top of that, bullying on top of that, tragedy, current events from the news on top of that, you know, what's gonna be left? Nothing. Okay, so find something funny in a bad situation. Laugh about something silly that most people wouldn't laugh about. You know, I'm the kind of person that when I'm watching a movie, if somebody gets killed or ran over by a car, I laugh. Not because I'm glad they died, but it's because it was funny and it looked funny, and the way they rolled, and you know, it's fake anyway. I know it's fake, but find stuff to laugh about. You know, like in a tragic situation, laugh about how people are overreacting, or laugh about how people are, you know, being upset over somebody they never met. It's just silly. Okay, laugh about how crazy the world is, but if you didn't have a TV, you wouldn't even know about it. Okay, all right. I'll see y'all later.